there's always a way to get someone to the table. I see food as a connector in my work because the hospitality industry, getting people to the table is inclusive. I come from a big family. My grandmother had 10 children. My introduction to cooking came early, helping my grandmother cook, standing by her side, helping her stir grits, making sweet potato pies, things like that. So today I'm gonna be making a Catfish Benedict with a New Orleans twist on top of some Dave's Killer Bread English muffins. We're gonna have sauteed collard greens. We're gonna have poached egg, fried catfish, Creole hollandaise. When I cook, I just like to use dishes that I'm familiar with, that I've grown up with, to have a bigger conversation. The food that I make is usually, I like to call it Black heritage cooking. So the connection between cultural heritage and what I do today is deeply rooted in Black culture, from Georgia Gilmore and the bus boycott movement, as in like they sold platters to sustain the movement, as in bailing people out of prison, funding lawyers, things like that. So Project More is a project that I'm starting. More stands for mentoring, opportunity, resources, and education for those who have been formerly incarcerated, to help them create an ethos amongst each other, to be leaders in the hospitality industry, to hire other people that's been formerly incarcerated. Being formerly incarcerated, you're like already way behind. So being able to connect people with mentors who are in the space, getting them education and opportunities, food is the perfect conduit to do that. Dave's Killer Bread employs people who have been formerly incarcerated. It means a lot for a company of that stature to set the way for other companies to do the same. So today, with our Catfish Benny, we're going to use some buttermilk to marinate the catfish, to break it down a little bit, with our spices, garlic powder, black pepper, paprika, cayenne, celery seed. You'll need some oil for frying. And we're going to dredge that in cornmeal flour mix and pan fry that. Then we're going to move on to our Creole hollandaise, which we're going to clarify some butter, melt it down, and then we're going to add bell pepper puree, sriracha, and seasoning, and then slowly pour the butter inside the blender until it emulsifies up and you have your hollandaise. Dave's Killer Bread Rockin grains English muffins adds a great addition to the dish. It's a nice fluffy texture. It's not your average English muffin. It stands up really well with the sauteed collard greens, fried catfish, the poached egg. The flavor comes through really well, and once you break the yolk from the egg, it holds up really well. It's not your average English muffin for your not so average Eggs Benedict. In the space of the food industry, Dave's Killer Bread is giving second chances to people that's been formerly incarcerated. The idea of second chance employment, it means you're offering someone an opportunity to make an honest living, being able to come home from the prison system and get acclimated, find a job. It can mean a lot for someone at the time that may not believe that they could actually even obtain employment. Second chance employment is not judging someone by their worst mistake. Food is my medium, it's how I draw people in, it's how I connect with people. To me, food becomes a conduit to revolution and protest.